In today's Black Ops 7 Zombies video, we have the new patch notes for Season 4. And, well, today we read through them, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit and share my opinions if I think this update's cool or not. So drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about the patch notes for Season 4 today. Now a lot of these are actually pretty cool. Buffs, nerfs, all types of different stuff. We're going to check out the zombie stuff, then we're going to check out global. There are some things for Endgame, like the XR3 sniper getting nerfed over in Endgame, but we don't cover Endgame here on the channel, so I don't really see no value in us actually covering the blog post for it. If you want to read the blog post yourself, you can just look it up, Season 4 blog post. But here we go. Maps, Totenreich. Gameplay. Closed an exploit that allowed players to access the unintended areas in the lighthouse. Closed an exploit that prevented zombies from attacking players in the dry docks area near the speed cola machine. Okay. Added a hidden random perk power-up. So if you guys didn't know, nobody could find the hidden perk power-up. So today, it's funny because everybody's like, that's why we couldn't find it, because it wasn't there. It didn't exist. So kind of funny, but they're going to be adding that with Season 4. Addressed an issue that allowed players to melee with Melee Macchiato while holding the Glock drop remote. Addressed an issue that allowed multiple players to interact with the metal and simultaneously start the Richthofen quest. Addressed an issue where the Flammenfell, I believe, trap had extended bullet and equipment collision. Addressed an issue where the Dark Flare field upgrade could not damage the ice on frozen machines. Addressed multiple collision issues. Main quest, okay. Players will now be removed from the Richthofen quest if a holdout event is started during the main quest. Addressed an issue that prevented players from completing the Pack-a-Punch quest if a save was created during the Glock drop step. Addressed an issue where weapons could clip into the claw machine during the main quest. Addressed an issue where the Siren and NX Ravager could not open the vent for the ARC XD during the main quest. Addressed an issue where the Siren did not display damage numbers when hitting Galara Frost. I have no clue. Addressed an issue where one of Draviker's weak points would not take critical damage. Addressed an issue where one of Draviker's weak points could appear during the player's death scene. Addressed an issue where high contrast mode remained active during the end cutscene after defeating Draviker. Addressed an issue where players could hear the out of bounds warning after selecting continue following the boss fight. Wonder Weapon. Address an issue where using the star to break the ice on the Pack-a-Punch machine would disable Pack-a-Punch camo. Yeah, I seen that. I didn't really think that was an issue. I just thought it was the Pack-a-Punch machine being like, okay, you meleeed the thing. We're going to swap the camos now. I don't know. Address an issue where the Star Wonder Weapon would sometimes swing at normal speed when using Melee Macchiato with the Espresso Major Augment equipped. Huh. I don't think I experienced that one. Address an issue where the star's flame effects became mistimed with its attack when using Melee Macchiato alongside the Espresso Augment. Address an issue that allowed players to use the Star Wonder Weapon while in gnome form. I've never seen that. Address an issue where the Star Wonder Weapon effects could be applied to other weapons after exiting tier. What? Bro, where is all this stuff? So many times they do these updates and they address all this stuff, and everything they address seems so dope, and I never know about it. Address an issue where the Star Wonder Weapon control UI would not appear correctly after reloading a save. Address an issue where stamina up equipped with guns up prevented players from completing the Star Chain Blast attack. UI. Added a minimap icon for the Autumncraft core when dropped on the ground. Added a HUD icon to indicate when the player is carrying the Atomicraft core. General, address an issue where players could become stuck on a white screen while being teleported to Richthofen's quest after triggering Dark Flare field upgrade immediately beforehand. Address an issue where the boot zombies spawned from fishing would not properly clean up if players used a zipline to a new one. Address numerous minor visual issues. We have a lot of fixes, dude. I mean, a lot. Holy crap. We are going to be reading for a while. All right. Paradox Junction. Address an issue that caused the shells to appear floating while crafting the Sundergout Wonder Weapon. Address multiple collision issues, minor visual issues as well. Astra Malorum addressed a rare issue where Oscar could become stuck inside the environment in Stargazer's courtyard, addressed multiple collision issues, numerous minor visual issues. Looks like that's going to be for all the maps. The collision issues and everything. Address an issue where the Zursa on Ashes of the Dam. Address an issue where Zursa could sometimes get stuck when descending a staircase in Ashwood Bridge. Address an issue where Old Tessie was not removed from the course track if left there when triggering the ARC XD race remote. Addressed a rare issue where one of Klaus's lines appeared in the subtitles at the start of the match. Okay, now it looks like we got modes here. Survival, Ashwood. Close an exploit spot where zombies could not target the player in Ashwood Bridge. Never heard about it once again. Close an exploit spot near the Ascender in Market Square when using Toxic Growth. Don't know. Directed, Paradox Junction. Address an issue where the objective marked the incorrect zombie if the piano teacher was killed before traveling to the past during the Obtain the Sheet music step. Address an issue that caused the prompt to fill the flask to appear even when the flask was already full of acid. Curse. Updated relic selection logic to prioritize the largest party in the lobby when loading into a level. Updated the pause screen UI to correctly display the relics selected during matchmaking for all players. Address an issue where weapons obtained from Mr. Peak's egg item did not spawn with full ammo. Dude, wow, I was hoping to see a change to the game. So if you play Cursed, okay, and you have the relic on where you only can have 4 perks, if you pick up a perk from the ground, it swaps one of yours. It doesn't add like a TED test would. So the idea is that's stupid and it should be changed, and it should be to where, like, if you shoot Mr. Peaks in your game, if you get lucky enough, you're in tier 3 curse to get the golden egg and you get all the perks and all that stuff, you should be able to bypass the relic, right? Just like how you can with a TED test. It's not like a glitch that you can bypass it. They allow it to be. It's kind of weird. You know, that was something I wanted to see, and that was also something a lot of other people wanted to see as well. It is just an unfortunate thing, I guess, but really, really not that big of a deal. Okay, Perca-Cola's Melee Macchiato. Address an issue where the Barista's Brawl minor augment did not function correctly in Curse. Stamina. Address an issue where the hard target minor augment did not function correctly against the Necropincer's Trident Throw. Speed Cola. Increase the speed boost gained from Ammo Surge major augment. Ooh, that'll be cool. We made a video with this a few weeks back. That was definitely fun. We'll have to revisit it. Address an issue where the minor augment could trigger on each round loaded into a single round reload weapons. Okay. Support, War Machine. Address an issue that caused the War Machine to have reserve ammo. Okay, that is right. You would shoot them all and you couldn't get rid of it because it would have like 6 grenades left and you could never reload it. That always sucked. So nice that that's fixed. The core. Increased direct and max health-based damage and updated radiation blast timing to improve sustained DPS. So, the Iron Core gets a buff. Disciple Injection added a cap to damage dealt by normal zombies to ensure consistent duration at higher rounds. Okay. So, that sounds like a nerf. Yeah. Dog. Address an issue where the resupply prompt appeared at the destroyed dog's location. Power-ups. Addressed an issue where power-ups sometimes failed to spawn correctly. I don't know about that. Maybe I have experienced it. Maybe I haven't. Enemies. Addressed an issue that allowed certain enemy types to shove players too far. Addressed an issue where Necropincer's death displayed incorrect color effects when killed with Surtur's Ember. Addressed an issue where HVT AIs did not display the correct elite icon. Challenges. Addressed an issue where elite enemy trap kills did not progress challenges. Addressed an issue where more peak performance medals could be earned than attended. Addressed an issue where certain challenges were not progressing in Curse. Added the Heat Wave medal. Kill 10 plus zombies rapidly with Wildfire. UI. Addressed an issue where the health bar showed remaining health after the enemy was eliminated. Addressed a rare issue where players would see the robot controller UI after dying. Audio, stability, bada bing. Bada boom. Now we're going to get into global. We're just going to kind of check it out right now. So we're actually getting something new for Endgame. It's called Operator Prestige. So when you're max combat rating, you can prestige it. You get rewards and stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff, man. I'm trying to see. You know, obviously we kind of read a lot of stuff yesterday in yesterday's video. I don't really want to recap everything too much. I definitely don't want to do that. But there's definitely a decent amount of fixes for sure. For sure. So here in so usually multiplayer and zombies are synced in terms of guns. They just have a little bit different damage. But we're going to check real quick to see what multiplayer weapons are kind of getting a buff and see which ones are getting a nerf. We're not going to overlook it. We're not going to overread it too much, but we're just going to kind of look at the color, right? So maximum damage range for the SG-12, damage base is getting dropped. That's nerfed. Equipment, needle, drone. This is all from multiplayer stuff right away. That's the only thing I see right now. And then we have the overview. There's not really too much inside of this. Obviously, we have, I'm guessing this is Endgame stuff, right? Weapons in Endgame. Yeah, I think so. I mean, overall, there really isn't much stuff for the zombies patch notes. Yeah, I mean, you know, cool. You know, bugs are getting fixed. I mean, we're getting a ton of content, just like we covered yesterday. We are getting a decent amount of content, which is going to be fun to do tomorrow. So that is going to be interesting whenever that does drop. Of course, I am excited. I know everyone else is excited for all the content and everything, like the new map inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. Also, I do want to say, I apologize. I'm wrong. I was wrong. There is going to be a Season 6 for Black Ops 6 or 7. These seasons are going to start being a little bit shorter. And yeah, I seen that this season's going to end at like July, like the very last few days of July or something. Then the next one's going to start. But yeah, so this isn't the final map. We get one more after this. It's going to be called the Climax. That was confirmed today over on the Dev Talk or whatever it was. So yeah, we got a lot to look forward. Patch notes, a little bit underwhelming, but obviously it's just a ton of bug fixes. I wish we got some weapon changes or whatever, and maybe there are some in here, I'm just not seeing them, but it just looks like endgame stuff, which people are pissed, by the way. The XR3 is getting massive nerfs in endgame. I mean, look at this. Headshot damage reduced by 36%, bro. What? And I don't think people are necessarily mad that it's getting nerfed. They're mad that it's 4 seasons now, and now it's getting nerfed. Like, why? You know, why do it in a PvE mode? That's stupid. You know, what are the zombies complaining back to the devs, right? What, I mean, really, right? But I don't play Endgame. Some of you do, some of you don't, but that's just something that is unfortunate for that mode as well. But yeah, a little bit underwhelming, but I'm going to be looking forward to tomorrow's update. Tomorrow's video might be out a little bit later. I have a lot to do tomorrow, and I'm going to try to make content for you guys, but it just might be out later that night. So, have notifications turned on. Thank you guys so much for your time. I'll see you in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.